WHOG, Hog County Amateur Radio Association Radio Net. Alright, I am net control for tonight's net session, which is March 24th, 2025. My name is Gene, Golf Echo November Echo. My call sign again is KI4LEH or Kilo India 4 Lima Echo Hotel. And I live in the Lake Panasoff area, Sumter County, Florida. This is a general radio net for participants to check their equipment, pass along any pertinent information, and just general rag chew. This net meets each Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. This is the directed net, so please follow the instructions of net control and use standard net procedures. This net meets here on the 147.030 megahertz repeater, which has a tone of 123.0 hertz and is located in Sumterville, Florida. The Hog County Amateur Radio Association owns and operates this repeater, and we'd still like to thank them for allowing us to use it. And usually what that means is everybody that's behind making the repeater work. Yeah, all right. At this time, do we have any mobile or short-time stations, mobile or short-time stations only, wishing to check in? Kilo Charlie 4, Yankee Alpha Oscar HD. KC4YO, Jeff, anything before you take off? Negative, sir. Up here in Umatilla on an HD. Just wasn't sure I'd make it that far, but I guess it's working and the grandson's balling in. Everybody have a good evening, and we'll catch you again. KC4YA on the list. Yeah, it's working, Jeff. It's a little struggle pulling out a lot of static in there with you, but audio got you in there, so thanks for stopping by and have a good rest of your night there and week. Anybody else that's short time or mobile? KD4IKV, Harry. KD4IKV, anything before you take off?
Just good evening, Gene, and everybody that's waiting for the net. I've been transporting my daughter and some of her friends tonight, so I just be in and out and get on the log. Have a good one. KD4IKV.
All right, Harry, thanks for dropping by. Y'all be safe out there. Anybody else, mobile or short time? All right, we'll go ahead and take our RF check-ins first. So if you're out there and you'd like to join us here, please give me a call. Remember, I will acknowledge each call, so please speak slowly, and we'll get everybody logged in here. So whoever's up, go right ahead.
November Oscar 7, Golf X-Ray, Greg.
You're rustic, back to you, sir. All right, NO7GX, Greg got you in there, and WV1TPR, Rusty got you in there. Next.
K4VEB, Kilo 4, Victor Echo Bravo, Vern.
K4VEB, Vern, got you in there. I sent you an email just a few minutes ago. Just saw it earlier, so sent it to you for your information there. All right, next check-in, please.
KG4LEO, Gabriel.
KG4LEO, got you in there, Gabe. Next check-in.
KC4IAF.
KK4IF, Bob got you in there, and I think somebody doubled. Bob, you like to try that again? Alright, maybe not. So next RF check-in.
KC8, KZM, Bob.
KC8, KZM, Bob got you in there, sir. Next RF check-in.
Whiskey 9, Echo Juliet Hotel, Earl, Red Oaks, and Bushnell tonight.
Yeah, W9EJH, Earl in Bushnell tonight. World traveler, and you never left Florida, right? All right, thanks, Earl. Next check-in.
W9 Echo Alpha Alpha, Marty.
Yeah, W9EAA, Marty got you in there, sir. Next check-in.
KI4VOG, Joe in Inverness.
KI4VLG, got you in there, Joe. Next check-in.
KD0RIS, Gary in Bushnell.
KD0RIS, got you in there, Gary. Next check-in. And the additional RF check-ins for the K4HOG net tonight, KI4LH.
This is KD8 FMP, Roger and Webster.
And KD8 FMP, Roger, got you in there, sir. Did somebody double with Roger?
This is Kilo Mike 4, Juliet Mike Zulu from Genoa.
Okay, Kilo Mike 4, what was the last, please?
Kilo Mike 4, Juliet Mike Zulu.
Alright, got KM4JMZ, I believe it was. And what's the name there, please?
The name is Kim.
Hi, Kim, thank you much. Next RF check-in. Alrighty, switching over to, looks like all SWLing tonight, but W1JEW. Jesse, you in there, sir?
Yes, sir. W1JEW.
Alright, got you in there, Jesse, and see KO4RBG, Nate.
This is KO4RBG, Nathan Captain, standing by.
Got you in there, Nate, and K9TPT, Ken.
K9TPT.
Alright, got you in there, sir. As, KX4LEO, are you in there on SWLing? Alright, anybody else? RF, All-Star SWLing. Anyone else like to join us here for the K4HOG net tonight? KI4LEH. Alright, nothing hurt, so guess we'll jump back up here to the top, and that would be Greg, N07GX. Go ahead and pick it up there, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Gene. Good evening to all on the net tonight. Really appreciate it. This is N07GX Greg here in Leesburg. And it's been a real whirlwind. I finished up on a 90 Acura Legend replacing the radiator and bringing up the AC. So that's been done. Well change is next. It's not as complicated, definitely, as replacing the regulator. I strike the radiator on it, and some front end work. So that's going very well. And let's see here, just the little things that need to be done, tying up, finish the fan. There's a ceiling fan in the front where the front door is. That had to be replaced, so that's done. Had contractors out here to start repair on the wood deck in the backyard here. Starting to tie up some loose ends in regard to what happened after Milton, all that damage. And just playing some amateur radio with FT8, going to work, and just daily things that have to be done. Practicing here for a stage play, Bow the Knee, at the local church, Grace Bible Baptist Church here off of Lewis Road. So one of the extras for the play, and they kind of wanted me to start learning the lyrics to the songs that go along with the musical. So I'm just going to keep myself busy, of course. Everyone have a great week out there. Take care. N07GX and back to that.
K4HOG.
All right, Greg. Well, thanks for stopping by the net here tonight. And then, yep, definitely sounds like you've been busy. But life gets that way, that's for sure. All right, moving over to Rusty. WV1 TPR, Rusty.
Good evening, Gene. Good evening, everybody on the net. Don't have much to report. It's kind of been a slow day today, and I guess with that, I'll hand it back to you, WV1 TPR.
All right, Rusty. I appreciate you being here as always. And let's see, that'll move us on over to Vern then, K4VEB, Vern.
Thank you, Gene. Hello to everybody on the net. This is K4VEB, and I guess, let's see, what's the exciting things here? For some reason, this radio that I purchased from a neighbor had a preset channel of 146.700, and all of a sudden it has come to life, and so I tried to find out where it was from, and it's actually from Jacksonville. And I can hear it almost as clear as I can hear the 030. I don't know what they're using up there, but it has been coming in perfectly clear. 146.700 with an access tone of 127.3. So that's kind of exciting. And would you like me to give a Skywarn report this evening?
Yeah, absolutely, if you'd like to.
I'll do so. First, they know there is going to be an in-person training session on April 16th at 11 a.m. We have a representative from the National Weather Service in Ruskin that will be there, and it is not going to be the normal, I've been told it's not going to be the normal real light type of education thing that they give to the public. They're going to go more into depth with some actual cloud formations and things of that sort. And so I'd urge anybody that likes to take a look at the weather or active in Skywarn to send an email to sumterskywarn@gmail.com. Again, that's sumterskywarn@gmail.com. Let me know your name, the call sign, etc., email address, and I will put you on the list because seating is limited. Again, that's April 16th at 11 a.m. at the Emergency Operations Center. In addition, what's going on now? Well, there's a front that's here that's going to push through Tuesday afternoon, bringing some isolated showers and maybe some storms in the interior area where we are. And this front ends up stalling in South Florida Wednesday morning, and that means it's going to keep us warm with highs in the mid-80s for most areas, and a small chance of showers will also be possible in the interior part. And a shot of upper air energy will finally help to push that front completely out of the area on Thursday, and this will also shift our winds out of the east. And this easterly breeze will keep the east coast and interior areas a little cooler, meaning in the low to mid-80s. And at the same time, slightly cooler Atlantic air will not let it to the west coast, which will result in highs near 90. And this trend will continue into our Friday and Saturday. However, by Sunday, the easterly breeze will shift southerly, bringing, again, near 90-degree weather to everyone throughout the weekend. Looking at rain tomorrow, maybe around 20%, Wednesday 10%, and again Saturday and Sunday maybe 10%. So just an isolated shower here or there, but as always, you never know when a storm may ramp up. That is the Skywarn report.
Hey, Vern, appreciate that. Yeah, I didn't think it was supposed to rain today and got caught in a little bit of a shower today, and had to go to doctor appointment and all, but I thought it was going to be here tomorrow. But, you know, it's Florida. It does what it wants to do, right? So, anyways, appreciate the report there, and yeah, we're fast moving into the next season, if we will, so all good. And I know that last night somebody mentioned about the aviation community might be interested in Skywarn, and I got to thinking maybe the boaters as well, because there's a commercial on TV about where the dude's all happy and go lucky and all, and he's going out for a sail and all, it's a beautiful day, and the two older guys up on shore is like, yep, I'll go ahead and call the Coast Guard. Thought it was kind of funny. All right, appreciate you being here, Vern. All right, next up is Gabe, KG4LEO. Gabe.
Hello, Gene, and rest of the net. Not much here. Just same old, day to day, and going to the doctor, appointments, and coming back with medicine and all that. So, and nothing much as far as radio going on. Just getting on to net. And that's about it. This is KG4LEO, back to net control.
All right, Gabe. Thank you, sir. Glad you got through your volunteerism over at the hospital today and all. And appreciate you being here. And next up is Bob, KK4IAF. Bob?
Good evening, Gene, and everyone on the net. Well, I knew it was going to rain. I woke up at 4 o'clock this morning with a migraine headache, which I haven't had in probably 20 years. And that usually indicates that the barometric pressure has changed and the rain is on the way. So I don't know about tomorrow morning whether I'm going to have the same thing, but I know years ago I was doing a job for some people, and I mentioned it was going to rain the next day, and they said, well, they checked the weather forecast, and they wasn't even talking about it. It poured rain all the next day, so the next time I saw the lady, she said to me, the next time I want to know what the weather's going to be, she said, I'm going to call you. But anyway, as I say, I got rid of the migraine headaches about 20 years ago until this morning, so looks like I might have to go back and get some more treatments. Anyway, I will turn it back to that. This is KK4IAF.
All right, Bob. Well, I'm a firm believer the barometric pressure is definitely changes things in our bodies. It makes you hurt more, and at least that's what I think. And in your case, the kind of interesting there. But I guess the barometric pressure and headaches, whether you're in Florida or Canada, I guess would be the same, right? But interesting. Well, I hate you had the headache, and yeah, it definitely did rain a little bit. Not much where we was at up here, but definitely rained a little bit. All right, other Bob, KC8KZM, over to you, sir.
Good evening, Jane, and everybody on the net tonight. Didn't do a whole lot today. Just tried cleaning up the shop a little bit and putting things away. Played a little bit on the HF radio. Had some fun doing that, and that's about it. So hope everybody has a good week. I'll turn it back over to net control. This is KC8KZM, back to net control.
All right, Bob, appreciate you being here. And yeah, it's always nice when we get to clean up a little bit, right? It's kind of funny though, we just clean up so we know where everything's at, just to get it all dirty again. But I guess that's the joys of hobbying and having the ability to do something there. So, I was kind of wondering, they got them shirts that says Thing 1 and Thing 2. I wonder if we come up with a Bob 1 and a Bob 2 here so we can keep track of you two guys. Guess that's what the call sign's for. Appreciate y'all both being here. Earl, W9EGH, I'm glad that you coasted back into Bushville today, sir. Hope you had a good visit and although up there where you were at. And over to you, sir.
Yeah, very good, Gene. W9EJH here. Yeah, we're up in Gainesville, Florida for the past couple days, and helped my brother and sister-in-law get their network all straightened out, and camera systems, and get all the fiber optic stuff cleaned up so you don't have fiber laying all over, getting ready to be broken. Them are pretty small hairs to have laying all over the desk, so got that all cleaned up, and then we went over to, like I said today at noon, Micanopy there for a whole while, and walked around. There's a lot of stuff open, but we did have ice cream cone and listened to the music out in the porch for a while this afternoon. I think that was right around noon. And then we said our goodbyes, and my wife and her sister back in the car and worked our way back to Ramshackles there and had lunch later on. I guess that was around 2:30. Then stopped at Publix on the way back, pick up some stuff. We have some more friends from Mount Dora. Their cousin's coming over on Wednesday, so we'll have a get-together on Wednesday here in the park in Bushnell. And just things are cruising right along. Boy, time is flying by pretty fast, so we always got things we clean up, and it's starting to warm up a little bit nicer and nicer days instead of that cold weather. So I guess we could just do more outside. So that's kind of the whole deal here, Gene. We're just enjoying the time we're here. So 73 for now, and I'll turn that control back over to you, and everyone have a great evening.
All right, Earl. Well, you definitely stay busy while you're here, whether it's the ham radio stuff or family or friends and all that. You don't have a whole lot of hours in the day that you're sitting around wondering what you're going to be doing, right? So it's all good there, and fiber optics in the house, huh? That's interesting. But I got to get that done here too. Well, not fiber optics, but get some work done. But anyways, appreciate you being here. And let's see, that takes us over to Marty, W9EAA. Marty?
Well, good evening, everyone. W9EAA here in Webster. Quiet day today. Trip to Leesburg to the podiatrist earlier this morning. That's about it. And a few meetings here with the POA here at Florida Ground. W9 Echo Alpha Alpha. Back to you, Gene.
All right, Marty. Well, that's funny. I went to my podiatrist today, too. Kind of stumped him, though. Got my left foot. Looks like I stumped the wall and broke a toe, but I didn't. But all the little toes were discolored and everything, and got him stuffed. So x-rays, and we'll see what happens when he gets the report. Because I just told him, I said, with all this neuropathy and stuff, I said, I'd rather not lose some toes if we can avoid that, but maybe find out tomorrow. But anyways, appreciate you being here. And Joe, KI4VLG, that brings us over to you, sir. Kilo India 4 Lima KI4VLG. Joe, you here? Alright, maybe got a phone call or something, so we'll circle back. Gary, KD0RIS, over to you, sir.
Well, thank you, Gene, and hi to everybody on the net. Well, the only thing I got to say is, Gene, thanks for the empty box of donuts. I appreciate that. They went well, and that's about all I had. Back to net control.
Empty? What the heck? Ken get a hold of them first? Dang it, man. Oh, well. Sorry about that. All right, Gary. Appreciate you being here, buddy. Roger, KD8FMP. Over to you, sir.
Yes, good evening to you, Gene, and the rest of the people on the net. I've had a busy week. For Master Gardener Group, we did a plant sale up on the fairgrounds at the Doug Gilpin Pavilion. We had about 20-some vendors. It's a 2-3 day setup and a tear down and gone, and had to act as an ambassador. I meet hundreds of people that I don't normally see from all walks of life, so had a good time doing that. And planting gardens. We've got tomatoes 2 feet high, in bloom, corn 6 inches high. For you snowbirds, our garden seasoning is coming on. Got beans up, potatoes up, all kinds of things. Anyway, you got a lot of people on there, Gene, and I've had a real busy time. One evening when I came home, I was tired enough, I sat in the rocker, and when I woke up, it was 10 o'clock, so I'm not that way today. I've caught up on some of my rest, but I'm good to go. 73rd Saul, we'll talk at you again.
All Roger. Well, appreciate you being here, and yep, you're another one that's busy in a different way, but busy's busy, right? So, but appreciate what you do for all the, especially the youth and everything, and what you do in the gardening world there. And I sent you, I know you don't look at it often, I sent you a Facebook link, and I forwarded you a Facebook post, and to Jackie also. It's a hit and miss engine ice cream thing, but it's got a separate tank there. I'm assuming maybe for water for the engine, not sure, but anyway, send it over to you so you can take a look at it when you get around to it and see what you think. But appreciate you being here, sir. All right, let's see, Kim, KM4JMZ, pretty sure that's what I had, but over to you, ma'am.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. I usually keep a pretty busy schedule, so by Mondays I'm usually pretty exhausted, but I was happy I made some accomplishments. I got some conference calls taken care of. I had a team out here pressure washing the roof, pressure washing a fence, and to my wondrous amazement, I was thinking I was going to have to paint it, and now I'm not. It looks fantastic. So I'm happy that I got a few things accomplished, even on a day that I'm usually pretty exhausted. I was part of helping check some of the radio equipment at some of the shelters in Marion County. So we're having our washout on that tomorrow, and tomorrow morning we're moving an antenna. So that'll be an interesting new experience for me as well. So I'm looking forward to learning some exciting new things. Back to you.
Sure, Kim. Well, appreciate you joining the net here tonight, and yeah, I understand about getting wore out, I'll tell you. But you're welcome to join any Monday night here, or any of the other nets that we have going on as well. But definitely appreciate you joining this one. All right, Jesse, W1JEW, over to you, sir.
Good evening, Dean, and everybody on the net. Well, it had somewhat of a slow day here. I did enjoy the nets last night where Skyborn and the Red Barn joined right up to each other. That worked out pretty good. Earl, I believe, did an awesome job on that. Also, I was catching you and Bobby earlier talking about drilling a hole through the wall. I think I could put a board in the windowsill and drill a hole through that. I think they get electrocuted. I've got one where I can put up actually 6 antennas up, and I've got a third one going up this week so I can use the HT for my easy chair. Other than that, that's about it. I'm back to control, W1JEW.
K4HOG.
KI4LEH for the K4HOG Hog County Amateur Radio Association net. Yeah, that was actually Rusty, WB1 TPR, and he'll be alright. He ain't got no hair, so if he hits an electric line, it won't fry his hair at least. So we had that conversation too, trust me. But hopefully he'll map that out and won't get himself in any trouble. But you got to do what you got to do. Appreciate you being here. And let's see, Nate, KO4RBG. That brings us over to you, sir.
Good evening, Gene, everyone else on the net. Yeah, just been working all day. In fact, I've been working all weekend. Got my 3D printer running almost non-stop today, so it's probably ready for a break. But other than that, not a whole lot else to report. I hope everybody has a dry week, but I don't see that happening. So with that, I'll pass it back to control. KO4RBG here.
All right, Nate. Well, thanks for stopping by, and it'd be much easier to say when you do not have anything to do, because I tell you, you're another one that's just constantly busy. But I appreciate you taking the time out to join us here on these nets. All right, Ken, K9TPT. Man, you took the donuts from Gary again? Over to you, sir.
Well, that'll teach Gary to leave them donuts laying around where other people can get to them. But anyway, not much going on here today. Just tried to relax and work pretty well. Used me yesterday on top of the MCOM regular. So, being old, fat, crippled, you got to relax today. So
that's about it on this end. Like you, Gene, and CPT. Hope everybody has a great week.
All right, Ken, well, appreciate you dropping by. Check us out here a little bit. Appreciate that. And yep, if you snooze, you lose. That's for dang sure. Especially with you two guys and donuts, I'll tell you. But anyways, appreciate both of you. All right, let's see. Joe, did you make it back? KI4VLG? All right, nothing heard there. So, let's see, that took us to the end of the list there. So, is there anyone else out there that'd like to join us here for the K4HOG Hog County Amateur Radio Association net? Give me a call. All right, nothing heard. Anyone on the net have anything else for the net? Need a recap on anything of that nature?
Yes, Gene, this is KD8FMP again.
Yeah, go ahead, Mr. Roger.
I forgot to tell you that I went by your QTH on Sunday. Another master gardener and I went over to Inverness and judged their plant show on Sunday. The Citrus County Fair opened today, so they had a nice display and a lot of nice plants because they're in a little different zone than we are here in Sumter, but I enjoyed my time over there. We spent about 4 or 5 hours looking at things, but everybody wasn't on tap, but that's just something else to take up my time. 73rds, we're gone.
Yeah, I think you do that every year, I believe, and all. Yeah, it's kind of funny over the weekend, I guess, when they were setting up and all getting ready for the fair, and the Citrus County Facebook pages were lit up, man. A bunch of, let's just say not real intelligent folks over there, like whining, complaining. What's going on? What's happening over there? What's happening? It's the fair. It happens every year. That's some of the comments they were getting back, but sometimes best to not say anything and wait and see who says what, so you can kind of figure out on your own rather than jumping in there. But anyways, all right, Roger, appreciate that. And yep, I know that's important too for y'all to reach out to other counties and judge theirs as well. So appreciate it. All right, anyone else have anything? All right, well, we had 18 here tonight, so certainly appreciate each one of you for being here. The Sumter County MCOM net is going on, started at 8:30, going on the 146.925, so they always welcome everybody over there as well. If you've got a few minutes, want to jump over there and give them a stat, please do so. Otherwise, I do hope y'all have a good rest of the evening and rest of the week there, and don't forget we do have other nets if you'd like to join us throughout the week. And if nothing else, hopefully back here next Monday evening. So I do appreciate it. And with that, I'll take a standby just in case anything pops up. And if not, I'll come back and officially close it out here in a minute. Alrighty, well, this is KI4LH, and I will officially close the Hog County Amateur Radio Association net down now at 8:34 p.m. and return the repeater back to its normal amateur radio use and say good night to everybody. KI4LH, Clay.